Picture this. You're sitting together. The TV is on. But you aren't watching it. You're watching them. Shoulders turned. Jaw tight. The room feels heavy. You clear your throat. They don't look up. You try a soft joke. It lands flat. You suddenly feel completely alone beside someone you love. Am I pushing too hard? Did I ruin it? Is it over now? Am I the problem? Do I keep trying? You don't drift apart because love fades. You drift apart because safety disappears. Chasing a withdrawn partner doesn't pull them closer. It accidentally triggers their retreat. You're not failing at love. This isn't a sign you chose wrong. Every couple that has ever loved deeply has stood exactly where you're standing. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to say after you stop chasing, why those words bypass their defenses, and how to turn distance into a doorway instead of a dead end. Let's get into it. Most couples believe that when an avoidant partner shuts down, it is a deliberate choice to punish you. But the real truth is that their nervous system has simply hit capacity. What looks like coldness is actually overwhelm. When safety leaves a relationship, the love doesn't disappear. It goes underground. Your partner's nervous system is reading you before their mind can catch up. Every time you push for closeness, their body registers pressure. Pressure makes an avoidant retreat deeper into the quiet. Trying harder without changing the emotional tone only makes a disconnected partner withdraw further. This isn't incompatibility, it's the anxious avoidant cycle. Two people who both want the exact same connection, trapped in opposite survival strategies. Here's the part no one talks about. You've been trying to fix a regulation problem with pursuit. But here's what changes everything. When you finally stop chasing, you aren't abandoning them. You are giving them the first real invitation they have felt in years. And that single shift rewrites the entire dynamic. I'm giving us room, not running away. Most couples fall into the trap of thinking that space equals abandonment. They either flood their partner with anxious reassurance, or they mirror the silence with cold resentment. But beneath the surface, an avoidant's nervous system isn't asking for distance to hurt you. It is asking for room to regulate their overwhelmed body. Their walls aren't built to keep you out forever. They are built to stop the emotional flood from drowning them. Instead of texting, "Are you mad? Just talk to me," try saying, "I'm stepping back so we both have room to think. I'm not going anywhere. Take your time." Not louder conversations. Not more compromising. Not scheduling a weekly check-in. But two people who actually feel safe enough to pause without panic. That's when the quiet stops feeling like a punishment and starts feeling like a bridge. And when you do that, the walls between you start to come down without either of you having to say a word. You give them space. They feel safe. The whole tone shifts. I see how hard this is for you. Most couples try to fix the withdrawal by offering quick solutions or gently pushing for a clear timeline. They think troubleshooting equals real intimacy. But what looks like stonewalling is usually someone who has been so overwhelmed that silence is the only protection they have left. Their internal wiring starts whispering, "If I open up, I'll just get another list of what's wrong with me." Instead of asking, "What do I need to do to fix this?" simply say, "I can see how heavy this feels for you. You don't have to figure it out alone." This isn't a communication hack. It's what it looks like when someone has learned to love without demanding immediate resolution. And when you say it, something in him shifts quietly. She doesn't need me to fix this. She just needs me to stay. That's when your partner stops feeling like a problem to manage and starts feeling like a person to come home to. You drop the pressure. He feels seen. Connection replaces defensiveness. I'm stepping back to protect us, not punish you. Most people in relationships accidentally weaponize their own retreat. They go quiet, but leave resentment leaking out through cold shoulders. The nervous system reads it instantly. It feels like abandonment with extra steps. Emotional distance in a relationship isn't like a brick wall. It's like scar tissue forming slowly over 100 small moments that never got repaired. You can't heal it with more distance. You heal it by naming the pause out loud. Instead of disappearing and hoping they notice, try saying, "I'm taking space so I don't say things I'll regret. I still care. I'll be back when I'm centered." This isn't a trick for avoiding conflict. It's what it looks like when someone has learned to set boundaries without leaving the relationship. And when you do that, your partner's brain quietly registers, "He actually heard me this time." That's the shift that turns a relationship that feels like a negotiation into one that feels like a refuge. You regulate yourself. They stop guessing. Trust slowly returns. Take the time you need. I'm still here. Most couples mistake patience for passivity. They wait silently until frustration builds, then break the silence by chasing again. It becomes a painful cycle. Push, pull, break, repeat. The nervous system never receives the signal that the storm is actually over. But intimacy isn't built in the big moments. It's built in the 30-second ones, when you choose to stay steady instead of demanding proof. Your partner needs consistency more than intensity. Instead of checking in every few hours to see if they're ready, simply say, "I'm going to keep living my day. No rush on my end. I'm right here when you want to reconnect." And here's what changes everything. This isn't about playing it cool. This is becoming a person who doesn't need constant validation to feel secure. And when you do that, what's moving through her is, "I don't have to perform to be kept." That's when the unspoken longing to close the gap replaces the fear of being trapped. You become steady ground. They finally turn toward you. Real safety builds naturally. I'm proud of us for trying this way. Most couples wait for a perfect moment before acknowledging progress. They hold their breath until everything is fixed. They forget that repair isn't a finish line. It is a daily practice of choosing each other. An avoidance nervous system doesn't trust sudden bursts of warmth. It trusts repetition. It needs to see that your new approach isn't just a temporary phase. It is a lasting pattern. When they finally lean in, even slightly, don't overanalyze it. Just say, "I really appreciate us finding our rhythm again. This feels really good." This isn't a checklist of tricks. It's an invitation to become the kind of partner who creates safety through consistency. And when you do that, they feel emotionally available again. That's when the relationship stops feeling like work and starts feeling like home. You show up differently. They feel chosen. The cycle finally breaks for good. This isn't a list of lines to memorize. It is an invitation to show up differently. And that changes everything about what's possible between you and the person you chose. When you internalize this, you stop reacting to distance and start responding with calm. Your partner will feel the shift before you even speak. They will stop reading your presence as pressure. They will start reading it as an anchor. The relationship you want starts the moment you stop waiting for them to change and decide to be what makes it safe for them to stay. Love isn't what you fall into. It's what you build every single day on purpose. If this spoke to your heart, hit subscribe. We'll keep walking this path together.